Benigno Aquino's 6-year term as the Philippines president ends next June. On Monday, he delivered his last State of Nation address. Aquino trumpeted the country's economic achievements under his watch. He said the Philippines has become Asia's rising tiger and Asia's bright spot during his term. Over the past 5 years, the Philippines has seen increased job creation, leading to 6.2% average annual economic growth. They pointed to his high-profile anti-corruption campaign Straight Path as a reason for the country's boom and more business-friendly environment. That operation also saw Aquino's predecessor Gloria Arroyo and 3 opposition senators thrown in jail and put on trial for alleged misuse of hundreds of millions of dollars in state funds. Another highlight of his tenure Aquino mentioned in his speech was the peace treaty reached with the country's largest Muslim rebel group in the south, the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. But outside the Parliament building where Aquino was speaking, thousands of protesters gathered, saying things were not as rosy as the president made them seem. The truce with the Muslim rebels, for example, is already in peril. A draft law granting self-rule to the Muslim minority has been stalled in Parliament amid public outrage over the January death of 44 police commandos during clashes with the militants. And there are other complaints.
When we judge the president for more than 5 years, it has been failure after failure for this administration. That's why the people are here protesting in the streets.
He has not been the president for all Filipinos. He has been a president for only a few. The rich, his friends, his relatives, he has been president to them, but not to the poor, not to those who need justice, not to the farmers, not to the drivers, not to the fisher folk, not to the urban poor. And these are the people who need him most.
The protesters also burned a giant effigy of Aquino as a symbol of his dilapidated and problematic regime. Protesters say they do not feel the so-called straight path initially promised by Aquino and his government. Instead, as he nears the end of his term, corruption remains, human rights violations persist, and the voice of the people continues to be neglected. Xing Zheming, CCTV.